There it is. If that ain't one of the sexiest goddamn things I ever seen in my life. God bless America. God damn it. And looky what fits in my garage. Inches. Inches. We still got room. Why don't you get an F-150? Because it won't fit in my garage, that's why. Oh, is Casey home? I don't know. I don't see his truck. Oh, go fuck yourself. How about that? Yeah. Beautiful truck. Beautiful truck. I got some parts for it. I definitely want to paint the rims or try to get some of the magnetic ones. This here's the STX FX4. So, nothing special in the interior. But I got the same powertrain as all you 50 grand motherfuckers. And I got the skid plate. Plural, should I say. So, we got some other bells and whistles. Here. What we got? We got some stuff to spruce it up here. We got your Ford Accessories VKB3Z9942528B. These are your black platinum letters. They go on the tailgate of the truck. That white part peels off and then the black glossy part's there. Sticks on like vent shades, you know. Just spruce it up a little bit, make it look a little bit different so it's not just your standard XL magnetic, you know. And then I got your VKB3Z99132808B, which if you live up in my neck of the woods is very helpful. That's your door plates, your sill plates here for when you get in the dough. Right there. Gets all scratched and muddied and whatnot. So you pop them bad boys right in there. Y'all heard? And I got the stripes coming. I ordered the engine cover because that definitely does not come on XL or XLT. I think it was like $100 and change for the cover and the bolts, and that's on its way. I'll share all the installation on this stuff in the upcoming videos here. But there's this. I mean, this is a big boner right here. I mean, clearly there was supposed to be a retaining ring around that ignition cylinder as well as the lighted ring. Now, you can buy these from Australia for the Ranger and the Wildtrak, and there's 2 wires. So everyone that took delivery on this truck, when you get them parts, they're like $50 or whatever, I think, for the ring. I think it was like $25 actually for the lighted ring and the retainer ring that holds it in place. And you're going to have to rip your steering column apart to get those wires hooked up in there and hide them and make it all look nice and church it up nice. So I really hope Ford decides to do something about this and everybody that got one of these trucks gets a proper ignition, because this is like, you know, I feel like I'm dancing on eggshells after I approach the key. I don't even have anything hanging on my key, like key rings or my knife or any of the other stuff that I used to have on my key, because it's too much weight. And I don't want it pulling down on this ignition cylinder that's fucking all over the place. I mean, look at this thing. It's just, it's no way. So that's Ford. Come on. Let's, you know, I love you guys. Let's, you know, Michigan pride, you know, I get it. You're trying to deliver the product, you know. If that's the only part that got missed, I love you guys. You did. This truck is beautiful. I mean, the frame, the knuckles, the suspension, everything is just gorgeous. I'll do an extensive underneath and all around, you know, in a few, in my next video, but, and the engine cover too that I get. And, but I extensively went through this truck and the quality control, I mean, just everything. It's just beautiful. They did a great job. I know they were under a lot of pressure, running them shifts, and, kudos to you guys in Michigan and Ford. I hear great things. Finance, Yahoo Finance was talking about embarrassing the competition, and you guys' margins are up, and things are looking good. And like I said earlier, God bless America, God damn it. Just makes me want to salute, you know. So, oh yeah, I got the mud flaps too. The factory installed mud flaps. I got the window option on the back, which is nice to open. There's no caps available yet, but I'm gonna get a cap so I can me and my dog and my stuff. And I also got, I don't know if you can see it in the bad light, but right in here, right next to the intercooler in the top left is where the engine heater the block heater is. And it's a nice, you know, heavy duty, you know, lead with a good waterproofer on it. You know, it's good quality parts underneath this truck. Everything I've seen is pretty well. There's a few zonks, but it seems to be, you know, interior stuff, what everybody's bitching about. So to me, Ford engineers, great job making the parts that matter on this truck quality. And, you know, a guy like me, I can't afford a $50,000 truck, but I somehow made a $30,000 truck work. And, you know, over the next couple years, you know, I'm going to put a few cool parts on this thing and do the interior up, put some work on it, you know, maybe put some soft materials in there and put my creativity to work. And, you know, I'll make a truck that's better than a Lariat, you know, it's, or in my opinion anyways, so we'll see what I can do. I'm keeping my eyes open. I'm hoping somebody buys a Lariat, or even better, an XLT with the magnetic rims, and dumps them for some big dick redneck ones or some shit, so I can pick them up for cheap. That'd be nice. I'd love to put those magnetic rims on here to match. But it just, to get them was just so expensive to get a couple other packages, and it's a lot. You know, the way that they approached some of the offerings as far as packages went, it really limited your decision-making process and forced you into other things that you may not have wanted so much. So I decided to go fairly dry. I wanted the skid plates. I wanted the terrain management. You know, so the FX4 is a no-brainer. You have to get the STX when you get the FX4 on a base truck, and that upped it by like another grand. But for 30 grand, this truck sits higher than the Lariat that was sitting next to it the other day. I think the 17-inch wheels or tires are 265 and the 18 inches are 255s, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been the FX4 shocks too, because that other Lariat that was sitting next to this truck was just a 4x4. So, you know, grab an XL, slap FX4 STX on it. It's unbelievable. The interior, you don't have leather interior, you know, or Sync 3 or whatever, but I mean, who cares? You know, that stuff's not all it's cracked up to be. I mean, I looked at those systems. I mean, there's not even a freaking DVD player in them. It was like $2 extra grand just to, or $1,000 just to get navigation. And, I mean, I got navigation and DVD ready to go in. So I'll be showing you guys that too. You know, so with split screen and everything else, MHL, mirror link, you know. It's, I'm not a huge fan of the sync system. So if you know, it seems like a lot of car companies do that. They're really trying to jazz up their digital offerings to, and leverage that, you know. So the price of a car goes up, you know, a couple grand just trying to get the in-dash, you know. So it's like they'll throw a couple other things in there if you want to get that. I mean, they've got aftermarket ones that smoke those things for $600, you know, and they've got, like I said, mirror link. You can mirror your phone right to the screen. Fuck Apple CarPlay and Android Play. Like, they're so restricted for safety things. I'll put a bypass on that DVD player head unit, and we can, you know, my kid can watch DVDs while we're driving down the road. I don't get distracted. I'm fucking driving. So, you know, I don't know. It's, like I said, this thing fits in my garage. It's an amazing feat. Ford, you guys did just such an amazing job with this thing. I had the 2011 Ranger, 5-speed, 4-liter, FX4, level 2. I loved that little truck. And, you know, I put 200 and something thousand miles on it. And, I mean, you know, the front end was shot when I had to sell it because the winter's up here, you know. And so it's, you know, I'm just really happy that they brought the Ranger back. And it's part of the Ford, to be part of the Ford family again. I took a break for a little while because I just didn't, you know. And I got some fluid film to do with my spray gun, so I'll be doing that as well. And yeah, I'll be posting a bunch of videos on this thing, like I said, and I'll be doing a ton of stuff with this guy. So hey, you know, I hope everybody wants to share, and I hope everybody else is enjoying their Ford, or I can answer any questions, or, you know, I'll do some performance reviews and other things, and, you know, maybe I can help spread the word on how great of a vehicle that Ford made here, and how great the quality was with the American-built Michigan assembly. So thanks again to Ford. Thanks again to everybody in Michigan for building the truck. And thanks again to Dave Pirro Ford for helping me out with purchasing it. You know, I came from a WRX, and this thing's awesome. I love it. So, you know, there's no stick shift, but hey, you know, it's still fun to drive. So until next time, take care, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.